Good morning, everybody. Today's video is not a cooking video. It's a little bit of a kitchen maintenance video, and also a thank you video to everybody that shoots videos that tells you how to fix fridges and how to fix toilets, and because I've used them all and I'm so grateful for all of them. It was one of those videos actually that I learned how to fix this problem before, fridge pee. That's what we call it in our house, when the fridge all of a sudden lets loose a big pile of water all over the kitchen floor because the coils inside the freezer are iced up and the drain is blocked, and you've got to thaw it and clear it to prevent great big giant puddles of ice from forming in the bottom of the freezer and blocking everything, making it hugely inefficient, and you end up with water all over your floor, which is fridge pee, really a problem. Seems to be a problem for Maytags. Every video I've watched was how to fix a Maytag. The good news is other people have put up way more complex videos than mine that'll give you all the detail of what the problem is and how to fix it. I did that 3 years ago. I took the back off, I removed the screws, I cleaned the pipe carrying water away. It's just a rubber tube with a little nipple on it. Cleared that out. It was full of dog hair, packed full of dog hair. Thawed the freezer, and I guess I removed the blockage because I haven't had a problem for 3 years. But as one of the other guys who actually is a mechanic noted, this seems to happen about every 3 years. It takes a Maytag to ice up. So this year, down to the source of the problem, this year, once again, I ended up with the bottom of my freezer was full of ice. Yes, it's true, it was. I just defrosted the freezer, pulled out the ice, closed it back up, and hoped that that would solve the problem. It did not. So then I realized I was going to have to go back to doing all that work I did 3 years ago. Let's see if I can get the camera in here. And that work involved defrosting, clearing out the pipette at the back, the dog hair out of the nipple, and there's a pipe that runs down behind that grill right there that blocks up with ice, and then water can't get out to get into the drip pan at the back. The reason I'm not showing you all of that is I didn't do that this time. This time I did it really, really quick and simple, and hang on, I'll show you. I got a great result. I'll show you what I did, which is essentially what all the other videos show you how to do, and I'm so grateful that they do. However, I didn't understand why I needed to use a reversible drill to take off all the nuts and take this whole thing apart, because I'll tell you from experience, putting it back together, it's work, on your hands and knees. It's work. Okay, so hang on, let me pause here and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so one of the guys who's an actual repairman was using a hand dryer, a hair blow dryer, to melt the ice at the back of the fridge. Specifically in this fridge model, the pipe that carries away the excess moisture is right in the dead middle. I know that from taking it all apart last time. However, the grate at the back, the grill at the back, is open to both ends. So, you know, all the way across, just like a grill in the front of a car. So what I did in this case, this time, I didn't take the whole front of the fridge apart. I did clean out the back, but I didn't find anything clogging, which is why I thought, why am I taking this apart? There's no dog hair clog. I don't, you know, like, there's nothing wrong at the back. So I put that back together, but here's what I did in the front, okay? This was called the lazy repair. I defrosted the fridge. I took all the food out of the freezer. I shut off the top of the fridge in hopes I wouldn't have to leave it shut off for too long. I didn't empty it though. And then I put the hair dryer on high, and I kind of pointed it right at the middle of the grill at the back, and then I closed it, and I left it there for, I'm going to say about 20 minutes. I came back and I checked it. The dryer wasn't overheating. It was fine. Okay, so I just put it back in to point to the back. Gave it another few minutes for good measure. Okay, there was definitely water pooling at the bottom of the freezer, no question. So after, let's say, after a half of an hour of the blow dryer running, I removed the blow dryer that had been pointed at the grill at the back. I dried out the bottom of the freezer with a towel. I went to bed and slept for the night and woke up to, no, that's the wrong order of operations. I dried it out, I plugged the fridge back in, okay? I blow dried it, I checked it. There was water at the bottom, so it was melting the lump at the back, the lump in the drain, okay? I plugged the fridge back in, went to bed and slept, woke up, and the fridge is running fine, the freezer's running fine, there was no buildup of ice on the bottom of the freezer, no fridge pee on the floor. So I am going to be so bold as to say that using the blow dryer through the grill melted the ice just as well as removing all those parts inside. Guys, that's like an hour of work. Getting it all off, melting the ice, and then putting it all back on tiny little screws with your cold, numb fingers or just numb fingers, tiny little screws in your reversible drill. I didn't remove anything. I just closed the blow dryer inside, pointed at the grill, and it did the same job that removing all of that stuff would have done. So this is something you might want to try to begin with, right? If it doesn't solve your problem, then maybe you do need to take the freezer apart. But if it solves your problem, then it'll save you a ton of work and effort. So there you go. How to get rid of fridge pee. Down with fridge pee. Have a great day.
I'm so tired of my girlfriend ignoring me. I sure could use a little bit of company. Some time away from all the wannabe celebrities, 'cause I wanna get outside.